The Houston Rockets win game 2 of their series against the Golden State Warriors 109-104. Another really physical game, but let's not bury the lead here. Jimmy Butler goes out early in the game with a pelvic contusion. He got undercut by Amin Thompson. It wasn't on purpose. That game is super physical. Every rebound, guys are pushing and shoving each other. It's honestly a miracle that what happened to Jimmy Butler hadn't happened sooner. I mean, the game is just really physical, especially under the bucket when balls are on the rim. So he ends up missing the rest of the game. And as soon as he went out of the game, the Warriors' chances of winning that game went out with him. That's just the simple reality of it. They were not a good basketball team until he showed up. That's how it is. I think he'll play in game 3 because contusion is just a fancy word for bruise. They've got 2 days off. They're going to work on that thing as much as they can. He'll be ready to go back in the Bay for game 3. And I think people are going to look at this game and Jalen Green and probably get a little caught up in it. Don't. The Warriors are still in firm control of this series. Houston now has to win a game in the Bay, which is one of the hardest things to do in sports, is winning a game against the Warriors on the road, especially when you're a young team that's never really played in the playoffs before. So the Warriors still hold all the cards here, even though there were some really encouraging things in this game that I noticed, not just from the Rockets, also from the Warriors. I thought that young players for both teams looked considerably more comfortable. Like Moses Moody was looking for his shot. He made shots, 3 of 6 from 3, ended up with 12 points. Quentin Post, he hit 4 of his 8 threes. He looked more comfortable with the ball in his hands. Jonathan Kuminga did not look comfortable, probably because he's logged 3 straight DNP coaches' decisions. He looked rusty, but I understand why Steve Kerr doesn't want to play him every time he's on the floor. He looks like he just doesn't fit in the Golden State Warriors offense. Like, he doesn't make quick decisions. He's not a great defender. He's not a good shooter. Like, if you don't do one of those 3 things, then I think it's really hard for Steve Kerr to put anyone like that on the floor. So Quentin Post and Moses Moody, we'll see if these good performances kind of spark better play going forward and more aggressive play going forward. We'll have to wait and see what happens, because I know that the Warriors want to take advantage of Alperen Sengun defending Moses Moody, and that is, him getting threes up. He's a good shooter. That's why he got drafted. I think he's shooting around 38% from three on the year, man. Like, get it and get those shots up and make the Rockets pay for that. For the Rockets, Tari Eason played really well, came out very aggressive, a guy who looked much more comfortable with the ball in his hands on offense. It paid off, ended up shooting 6 and 9 from the floor, scoring 14 points. You know and understand, if you've seen the Rockets play, the energy and intensity and disruption that he brings on the defensive end of the floor. If he can find a way to hit 2 threes like he did tonight, and if he can find a way to get to the basket and score, especially if Steph Curry's guarding him, then that only adds to the value that he brings the Rockets. But obviously the player who looked the best, the player who looked the most comfortable was Jalen Green. Dude shot the lights out. He hit 8 of 18 threes, finished at the rim, played defense, forced a couple jump balls with Steph. He was great tonight. And that is the absolute peak version of Jalen Green. Looking for a shot, engaged defensively, focused, making the right pass. He had 6 assists as well and 3 steals. That version of Jalen Green, I'm not talking about him dropping 38. He's probably not going to do that again. But that version where he's making the right decisions with the basketball while actively looking to score, because he gets some vision sometimes where he's just like, I'm going to go one-on-one. If they bring a second defender, I'm not really even going to think about passing anyway. That is the bad version of Jalen Green. But tonight we got the good version where not only was he looking to score, but he was also making plays with his passing. Defensively, I thought he was really good too. Very engaged. He should be a really good defender because he's like 6'6", he's got long arms, and like that just screams disruption. And then you throw in his athleticism, and it's like, yeah, this guy should be an awesome two-way player. And he was tonight. Like, tip of the cap to him. He struggled in game 1, came out in game 2, very confident and looked awesome. Going forward, very intrigued to see if this is kind of a game that kind of sets the rest of the series in motion from him. Like, is he more consistent going forward? Is he a little more confident We'll have to wait and see. And that's not just a thing for him. I think that Tari Eason, if he continues to play well offensively, it'll be because he got some rhythm in this game. Same goes for Moses Moody and Quentin Post on the Warriors as well. So having a good game as a young player, especially early when you haven't played in the playoffs very much, like that can propel you forward and help you continue to have success. So I'll be very intrigued to see if those four guys can continue to play well. Obviously, we'll be looking out for the Shams report as to whether or not Jimmy Butler's going to play in game 3. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't. It's just a bruise. You got 2 days off. Go home, rest, get rid of that thing, and get ready to defend home court. Thanks for taking the time out of your night to watch this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll be back again tomorrow talking about all the games that are going to go on tomorrow night. This is the best time of the year. Make sure you are subscribed to My Take Is to catch all these videos. I appreciate you watching. It is 1 a.m. here, so make sure you subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow night.